Hey guys, welcome back to more Pokemon Online. Yes, let's check out this team for a second here. Checking out my team. What do we have? Fortress, Asdora. There is a possibility of him leading with Pharaoh, Heatran, Gyarados, Fortress, or even Hydreigon. So all of those are possible leads. But then we have Gengar, which is another, but it's really not lead. Not last time I faced Gengar, he was really never a lead, but let's see. A couple of things that can handle. We're just gonna lead off like this. Let's see if he's gonna lead off with Heatran. He's most likely to run Protect and Stealth Rocks, but he's gonna lead off with Hydreigon, which can be Scarf or Specs, but I'm not gonna try to risk it. I'm gonna need to scout a little bit, so we're gonna switch out to Pharaoh. He's gonna go for the Draco, and that actually did, wow, nearly half to me. I'm guessing it's Specs, and Specs, Hydreigon is actually a pretty powerful foe, so he does have Fortress instead of, well, he's got Pharaoh and a Fortress. That, what in the world is that bullshit? Pharaoh and Fortress, man, you do like your steel types. Fortress to Rapid Spin, that's for sure. But for now, we're just gonna go for the, well, he may switch out to Pharaoh of his own. We're gonna lead seat. Let's see if he's gonna switch out to Pharaoh of his own. If he's not gonna switch out to Pharaoh, we're gonna get some lead seat up there. Getting some HP back can definitely work. Pharaoh can definitely work at full HP. That would be nice. But seeing that he does have a Fortress and a Pharaoh, there is literally no chance this Heatran is gonna be running. Yeah, no lefties. He's mostly choiced. Want to see what kind of choice he is. He is most likely Scarf, and his Hydreigon being Specs, which would make lots of sense. But he's gonna double switch here, make a great move, predict me to switch out, maybe even to Jellicent, who knows. But that was definitely a good move. Now, this guy knows what he's doing, so he may actually over predict. He has Specs most likely. But is he gonna Draco again? We're gonna recover. Let's see how much this Dark Pulse is gonna do to us. He may just go for it, but at the same time, I may switch out. No, we're gonna recover. Let's see how much it will do. And he's gonna Draco Meteor. That didn't do all that much, but it still did something, and some damage is always better than no damage. Fortress, I guess he did predict me to switch out, but then again, he could have just Dark Pulse. I mean, Dark Pulse should do a lot to a lot of things. Maybe I'm just underestimating or overestimating this point. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this one is Specs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna Scald away, predicting him to switch out, and he's gonna switch out to Gengar. Again, the Scald can definitely work into our favor, but now he may be a substitute set, which can be a bit problematic to handle. So what should we do to handle this Pokemon? Well, we can't predict him to go, well, he can't go for the Focus Blast, predict me to switch out to Pharaoh, or he can just sub away. He can Shadow Ball for all we know, but for now we're gonna switch out to Zoroark, predicting him to Shadow Ball. Let's see if he's gonna do that, and yeah, he did go for the Shadow Ball. It did destroy our disguise, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter in the long run, because I do have a U-turn. He may not think that I am Scarf, and the way I brought him in, he's most likely gonna think that, you know, I must be Scarf. Why would I brought him in? That would really not make any sense. But should I Night Days, or should I go for something else? Should I U-turn? Yes, we're gonna U-turn right here, predicting him to switch out to Heatran yet again, predicting the Night Days. Getting some switch advantage in here. Can definitely go into our favor, but for now we're gonna see he's gonna see this coming. I mean, it's a bit obvious when you think about it. Plus, on top of it all, I did switch straight into my frail Pokemon. Why would I do that if I would have not have a chance next turn? But we're gonna see. So he's a bit thinking if I'm gonna over-predict, playing it safe, or, well, in this case, playing it safe would have been Night Days, but him switching out to Heatran or Fortress or Ferrothorn in that case. You know, Heatran can take the Flamethrower, Heatran can take the Hidden Power, Night Days, pretty much everything I have on my moveset. But if he switches in straight away, I'm gonna have that team initiative, and I can counter his Heatran, forcing it to switch out or just stay in and go from there. But he switches out to Gyarados, surprisingly. That was actually surprising because Gyarados is something I don't tend to face all that often, but now he's got a problem because my Nidoking actually does run T-Bolt. This is something I did some modifications. I was like, Bolt Beam can actually work quite wonders in here. And Gengar is one of those Pokemon, well, not Gengar. Hydreigon can be an obvious switch at this point, but at the same time, we're just not, no, should we risk it? No, we're just gonna play it safe. T-Bolt, Hydreigon come in, yes, we should risk it, but we didn't. And that's gonna cost us a little bit. Well, we're not choice, well, he may think we're choice, but we're not. At the same time, he's may just go for the Dark Pulse. Should we switch out to Pharaoh and go from there? But a question of moves. What should we do? We're gonna switch out to Pharaoh, predicting him to Dark Pulse, predicting our Jellicent, and we're gonna see. And he's actually gonna U-turn. So this is U-turn does make lots of sense. Can that switch initiative? Heatran in this case definitely, and yes, Heatran comes in here. Now, me switching out to Jellicent is so obvious, and he's mostly gonna predict it coming. I mean, not switching out to Jellicent would really not make any sense, but he may predict me to go to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Gyro Ball, predict him to switch out, predict me to switch out to Jellicent, and he forfeits. I have no idea why. I guess he couldn't handle the weight, but I'm commentating the match, so unfortunately he forfeit. What can we do? Additional points to me, so hooray. Let's go straight to our next match. Standard OU. Well, my team does really look like a standard one, but whatever. Donphan, Reuniclus, right? Rapution, Kempler, Rotom, Salmon, Celebi, Heatran. Wow, so many Heatrans. It's madness, I tell you. We're gonna lead off like, no, we're gonna lead off like this, because people tend to really underestimate, or better yet, we're gonna lead off like this. Yes, let's see. Maybe he's gonna lead off with Celebi, predicting me to lead off with Medicham. Can definitely hit that Pokemon hard with Dark Pulse. He's gonna lead off with Donphan, and Donphan may put up the rocks. He's most likely gonna do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice and easily to hit it, but he's actually just gonna Earthquake and take us out. I'm actually surprised he just Earthquake away. I mean, majority of them tend to just put up the rocks because rocks are important. But I guess he's got Heatran, and maybe that Pokemon is running rocks, and this one is just Rapid Spin and totally offensive. Still not too sure about that one, but Salmons, Rotom, Conkeldurr, Donphan, what do we need to have? Yes, I have an actual idea what I need to do now. So, switch it out to Nidoking. In this case, I would prefer running Sludge Wave, but he must run Ice Shard now that I think about it. Maybe I should have not done this. Now, which would have been the appropriate switch to Nidoking? Mainly Rotom Wash or a possible Ice Shard, but I'm not sure if he's gonna just bank it on this one. Rotom Wash and Ice Shard. A Pokemon that can easily handle both is my Pharaoh, so we're gonna switch out to Pharaoh. Easy, pretty much easy switch for both scenes, one or the other. He's gonna switch out to Heatran. What in the world are you doing? Heatran against, I have no idea. This was a really weird set, a really weird move, not a set. And I have no idea what he was thinking, but it worked into his favor for making a weird move like that. We're gonna need to play around it. So maybe he's running Stealth Rock, so we're gonna switch out to Jellicent. Maybe he's gonna put them up right here, right now, but he's gonna Lava Plume, trying to burn us. But it's a Nidoking, and he's not running Earth Power. I mean, wait, did I have my Nidoking up here? No, it was a Ferrothorn. What the hell am I talking about? Of course, Lava Plume makes sense. Perfect sense, actually. But Heatran, Celebi. Celebi, yes. We can Toxic the Celebi, or we can just Shadow Ball it away. Getting some additional damage can definitely work. He does have a good old Natural Cure, so I don't feel like that is really gonna work all that well. But let's see now. He may go for the Giga Drain to get some additional HP back, or maybe he's just gonna do something else. No, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the Giga Drain because I'm doing some damage to him, and I'm pretty sure he he wouldn't want his Celebi to go down there to 25% this early in the match. So let's see now. We can outrage. I don't want to handle. I really don't want to face this Pokemon. Or better yet, we can switch out, putting another T-Wave and threaten it with other Pokemon. Yes, we're gonna do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch out Nidoking, predicting another T-Wave, and maybe he's gonna do it. And he actually switches out to Conkeldurr, which actually works. Actually does work because I resist his main stab move. The other one is not a stab move, being his payback. And he's got Rotom, he's got Salamence. Yeah, lots of them. Well, Celebi is another Pokemon that can take my moves, but Rotom is the one I'm really predicting in this case. So what I'm gonna do is, should I just Earth Power, not really risking too much. We're just gonna T-Bolt away, predicting the Rotom, but he actually does go for the Bulk Up, and I'm just gonna Earth Power. All he can do really is Mach Punch, but see how much that Thunderbolt did. May actually take him out, and he actually decided to sack his good old Donphan. No reason to have this down here. We pretty much have all you know, his whole team in here, so we can handle him. But Rotom comes in here. I'm still not too sure what kind of Rotom this is, but he may Volt Switch if he's really gonna predict this hard switch, but it's a bit obvious at the same time. So he's gonna predict this really nicely, going for the Volt Switch on my good old Nidoking. So I guess he's starting to think alike. You know, he's starting to, you know, not underestimate me. So he's reading me like a book. So I'm gonna need to play around this. Let's see now. Rotom, Celebi. He may just go for the double switch, but again, I don't want to risk. I really don't. I feel like risking this would have been too much if he's gonna allow a Plume, but he's actually gonna Toxic. So I was actually pretty close, stayed in the way I was talking back there. If you were, you know, if you were focusing, I was talking how I would have actually stayed in, but I didn't. A bit too risky that was, so I decided to not stay in. And what should we do? We're gonna switch out to a Nidoking, because again, if he's gonna Toxic me, I don't want to take that Toxic. He's again gonna predict me to switch out. Great move in his part. This guy is pretty damn good. Okay, I'm gonna need to change my plan, my master plan, which is his last Pokemon, which is actually pretty important to know against this guy. Salamence. Okay, let's have that in mind. Salamence is his last Pokemon. He may just switch out to it right now, or maybe he's just gonna switch out to Rotom again. We're gonna Ice Beam, predicting him to switch out. Let's see what kind of switch he's gonna do. He's gonna switch out to Rotom, and actually that did a lot of damage. I'm quite surprised, but not too sure if this turn he's really gonna over predict, because in this turn this would have not been. No, we're gonna switch out to Haxorus. Maybe he's just gonna play it safe now. Haxorus does resist his main water move, and okay, so again he predicted me to switch out. Okay, I was thinking that second turn he is not gonna do the same move, but he did. So extraordinary move in his part. I was thinking, you know, it tends to work first time, and second time you tend to stay in, but this guy knows what I'm doing. So outrage away. I don't want to handle. I really don't face this Conkeldurr anymore. It's pissing me off. And you know, Mach Punch right, but Conkeldurr is going to be taken down, which I feel like it's a price we will need to pay. At least we're standing at a good enough HP where we're still going to be doing some damage to this good old Heatran, and we're going to see how we're actually going to be handling his couple of other Pokemon. Rotom is still a threat, but as long as I'm doing some damage to him, it can definitely go into our favor. So we can Earthquake, or we can just stay in. Well, we can actually Dragon Dance, but I'm not sure if he's gonna risk it, so we're just gonna Earthquake right here. Let's see if he's gonna risk it. I am confused in the end, and he is gonna switch out. So again, me playing obvious. I should have not done that. Yo, my god, I forgot. Of course, Moldraker. How the hell did I forget? I always forget this. Haxorus, a great ability, hidden Gengars with Earthquake and so on. I always forget this, but he forgot it as well. And yeah, what can we do? This was actually pretty crazy, but I'm just gonna outrage this Pokemon, just getting some damage in there. He's gonna paralyze me, don't care, as long as I can still outrage him away. He's gonna be forced to attack me, but again, maybe he's gonna rely on me, you know, getting that good old, you know what, he's just gonna start doing the same stuff over and over and over again, and I have no reason. Well, he's most likely gonna do it again. He's gonna recover, so we're gonna switch out to good old Medicham, and we can ice. Well, actually, we're actually in a pickle now because yeah, we actually are in a pickle. He may just yeah, he's most likely gonna do it, but again, what should we do? Should we just switch out to Haxorus again? Yeah, we're gonna switch out back to Haxorus, putting the T-Wave. This was not the best move on my part because with Recover, Ice Punch is really not gonna be doing all that much, and in due respect, I cannot handle him after that. So we're just gonna Outrage here. He's gonna Giga Drain and take us out, but at least we can get our switch in here, something that can handle him. So for now, we're gonna switch out to Pharaoh, trying to scout. If he's running Hidden Power Fire, that is. If he's not running Hidden Power Fire, I guess I could do something else. But for now, we're gonna switch out to Jellicent. Let's see, maybe he's gonna go for a T-Wave, maybe trying to, you know, slow down my who knows what. But he's gonna Hidden Power, and he is actually running Hidden Power Fire. So this is a bit problematic. Yeah, truly problematic scene. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I should handle him in a way. Depends. For now, we can Scald away trying to get the burn, but that's really not that important. Then again, Heatran can come in here. We're gonna go for the Scald, predicting to switch out, and he's gonna go for the T-Wave. That means Heatran cannot poison us, which is quite important. That was actually a mistake on his part. We're gonna go for the Toxic. If he's running Giga Drain, he's gonna do a lot of damage, but again, Paralyzation. This is something I don't want, the Paralyzation. So Recover. Please get some Recover going on. Don't want that Paralyzation to keep on happening. I want to poison this Pokemon, and he does switch out to his Salamence. As long as I can get Recovery in here, this can definitely work. And we did get the Recover. So let's see now. We're gonna go for the Toxic right here. He may just try to okay, so he's gonna switch out. We do poison his Celebi on the switch, which is quite great because that is heavily gonna limit his switching capabilities. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the Shadow Ball right here. Gonna be doing a lot of damage, and now he did get heavily crippled, so I can predict him to switch out yet again to his Salamence. So we're gonna Toxic right here. He did get Special Defense drop, and he actually switches out to his Heatran. Toxic failed, you know, immunity and all, but it is Steel type, so it's just there. Maybe he's running Roar for all I know, I'm not sure, but for now we're gonna go for the Scald, and he is running Roar. So I did predict it correctly. He may switch out to his good old good old not Jellicent, his good old Celebi, and we're gonna go for Ice Punch, putting the Celebi switch right here. And he actually switches out to Salamence, another threat, and we do hit that Pokemon quite hard with an Ice Punch, a predictable switch. Well, not really a predictable one. I was mainly putting Celebi, being that it is a bit more bulky, and High Jump Kick would have still failed to take him out. So this can work definitely. He may just go for the Roar. He's most likely gonna over-predict. He may just double switch right here, but he need to switch out. So what we're gonna do, or maybe he's just gonna, yeah, you know what, I'm not gonna risk it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch out to should we switch out? Yeah, to Nido. Maybe he's gonna switch out to Jellicent, not Jellicent, Celebi, and we're gonna see what we can do. We still have 4 Pokemon, but that doesn't really say much, just because the way the team is made. His Celebi and Heatran can definitely handle. Heatmore and Heatran, seriously, those two I mixed it up a couple of times. I don't know why Heatmore and Heatran. Like there's not enough heat in those names. Lava Plume, let's see now. Nidoking, Ice Beam, Earth Power. I'm just gonna Earth Power away. You know what? We're just gonna Earth Power, playing it safe, but he is gonna switch out. Earth Power should still do a lot. He may just go for the Psychic. He may be just faster than us, but we're gonna see how we're gonna handle this. A bit problematic. I should have not done this at the same time, but he may just you know, recover. So we're gonna flamethrower, hoping that we can outspeed, and we do. So I guess he is a totally defensive one, and this is mainly gonna be our game. So this was an excellent match, 34 turns of pain, but it came down to be a really close match. I mean, I do have 4 Pokemon, but again, that doesn't really say much, just because of how his team is made. Yeah, the last 2 Pokemon can handle my 4 guys, if he would have played correctly, that is. But he made a mistake there, and you know, not really a mistake, but his EV spread did kind of cost him. Then again, stuff would have worked a bit differently if his Celebi was not as bulky as it was. But yeah, that's gonna be game for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed, as well as I've enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like this video. Let's get this video over, I don't know, 100 likes. I would really appreciate the support. And until next one, take care, peace.